What's going on, everyone? It's good to see you again virtually. This is a week. This is a video, kind of a recap, also a preview for next week's session. I try to create these videos in between our sessions to kind of serve as like a gap or a space where we're still engaging, even though we're not physically in person. Just to let folks know, you don't have any pre-homework. Okay, so this is gonna be a long video, like throwing it out like we read it. But I did want to recap what we discussed last time and discuss or give a preview of what we're going to discuss. And so in our last conversation, what we discussed was Eve Tuck's work, like suspending damage, and thinking about the kind of work that we're doing and we're engaging in. We're entering communities that either we don't look like or folks that we do look like have shared experiences, but that is the community that we live in, right? And so that's one of the things that we discussed, right? The idea is that how do we engage in good faith in communities, right? Collecting data, right? Like when we're sharing results, right? Like how are we making it community centered as opposed to just reaping the benefits and extract, well, I guess like extracting the labor and time from people. So just things to consider when we're thinking about our policy analysis and the kind of work and data we're collecting, especially as researchers as well. Excuse me. And that was kind of a lot that we talked about. We also discussed like what people are currently working on, and folks share some great things. When we meet next week, we want to wrap that up where people just continue to share what we're working on. And in addition to that, folks had asked like, how can we like co-create together and like have a shared channel? So working with the folks in IT, they're going to create a thing called Collab, which I guess is a new system. It won't be up before our new session next week, but hopefully it'll be up shortly or soon. And once we get that up and going, the goal would be like to put resources on there, share like cross strategies, just anything that we have as a cohort to build together. That we'll have a place that we can always refer back to. So that will be the goal of that section. And then discussing next week. Next week in our next session, we'll be discussing the theorization of power, right? Power within, power on the outside, right? Like, and how power is utilized, shifted, and is used as a mechanism, right? When thinking about the work we do, we're thinking about the world that we're in, thinking about our current times. And so, yeah, when we meet next week, we'll talk more about power, power in organizations, power in people. Yeah. So I'll see you all next week. Have a good weekend.